to this world.
Our Pokemon Go update for the week starts off on a more depressing note as our streamer of the game was mugged live on Twitch.
Stealing makes everything better.
The streamer, RickyBot, was walking around New York City streaming the game and was punched in the face by an as-of-yet unidentified assailant. The man proceeded to rob the streamer of all his valuables, including the smartphone, which still had the camera running. RickyBot reported the mugging to police and then went to the hospital for an injured jaw. We're told he's making a fine recovery.
Okay, so
how long did it take this guy to take the stream down? Is my question. Like how long?
Probably had to wait till he got home, right?
I was gonna say, if the camera was still rolling, did it not get a shot of him? How
It
is
did.
he? Oh man!
Everyone knows.
Oh yeah, he has good footage of the guy to give to police.
How is
Oh,
it?
he does have good footage. How is
does.
he as yet unidentified?
Well, I think.
It's New York and there's a lot of people.
Well, also bombs have been going off recently, and I mean, I feel like the police probably have higher priority.
There's gotta be an intern somewhere you can give this to. Do police have interns?
Where's their Skirl? Why isn't he working on
Yeah,
this?
thank you.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
He's eating a donut somewhere.
Skirl is working on it. That's why he's unidentified.
Yeah, maybe though you don't mug a guy who has a GoPro on his head. Maybe. I'm just.
How dumb.
Charizard out of here.
How dumb is he? He's not identified yet.
And wait, he didn't. I mean, did he take his GoPro too? He took the GoPro.
He took everything.
They took everything of value.
Wow.
Oh my
You can watch him running away.
You can watch that on the replay.
I hope the mugger uploads it to his YouTube. Check out this sweet footage I got today.
Oh, God.
On a brighter note, a couple of details about the game's future were let loose by Pokemon Company CEO Tsunekazu Ishihara. He confirmed that PvP battling is absolutely part of the vision for Pokemon Go and its future, and is currently being worked on. But also, it was confirmed that trading will be the next major update to the game and is due out in a few months. I am going to put out, this was not from the most reputable website I've ever seen in my life, grain of salt kind of thing, but it is out there and being reported on.
I do sort of feel like all of the major features that we've heard about, you know, sort of in the lead up to the release of Pokemon Go, as well as just after the release, we've already seen them. We've got the buddy system. You know, we've seen some updates in that area. I feel like the next thing to come is the making good on the promise of trading. Yeah,
and they're saying it's a few months out now.
And also, you know, they to be fair to Niantic, they did have to go through a process of kicking out a lot of the cheaters to be able to make sure that trading environment is somewhat equitable. But we've also seen major yelling. I don't know why. We've also seen in some of the data picking apart, like some of the data mining, that there has been some note of trading that's already there have been some hints at it, some features in some of the data parsing that's come out. So it is definitely nice to see that they're going to make good on that promise finally.
Yep. Also, Android patch 0.39 and iOS patch 1.9 hit and implemented the ability to see where Pokemon were caught on their information screen. Also, Pokemon Go Plus accessory will now allow players to catch Pokemon they encounter via incense. And a glitch wherein a Pokemon's Pokedex number was influencing its IV stats has been fixed.
Yeah, so what this was that the higher the Pokedex number, the higher your attack IV stat would be. So it meant that most all Eevees had near perfect.
Oh, that's why I have like 5 Eevees with perfect attack.
Yes.
I was like, why is it that I have all these Eevees at like 200, 100 CP that have perfect attack?
Because they've been genetically modified to be the perfect killing machine.
That's why my Bulbasaur sucks?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Check your starters.
Hold on.
Shit. Oh my god.
I was gonna say, hold on. That's just Bulbasaur being Bulbasaur.
Okay,
but Charmander sucks.
There you go.
All starters had very, very low to almost zero attack IVs.
Unless it was hatched.
You're correct. Unless it was hatched. It didn't matter if it came out of a nest. It didn't matter if you caught it wildly. All of them were shit. So they fixed that problem, but at the same time, or because of being able to fix that, they've also fixed the problem where all nest Pokemon that you catch are shit. That is no longer the case.
That's kind of dumb.
No, that's good.
I just don't get how, like, from a programming level, how did that glitch happen?
That is a good question. That is a really good question. But it was fixed as of like 3 days ago. So you have an equal chance, no matter if it's a nest Pokemon or wild Pokemon, to catch something with with decent IVs.
Has the nest migration happened yet?
No.
Thought it was supposed to be soon.
It was supposed to be, and then it never happened.
Because the nest by me is an onyx nest, and that was the worst nest I've ever found, and I need to go back when it's changed.
That is a pretty terrible nest because
I got like 5, and I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah,
I still don't own an Onyx.
Why would you capture 5 Onyx?
Because it was a park. It's like a botanical garden, so I wanted to walk around and actually, get the $5 worth we paid to get in. And we didn't know what nest it was until we got in there.
But when
Gotta get that Stardust, bro.
when Gen 2 comes out, she'll have the candy for Steelix. Steelix didn't suck.
Assuming that that's how you evolve them.
That is true. I would imagine that would be.
Well, you know what they say when you imagine. You make a mage out of I and E.
You get a magazine based off Jin.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Anyway,
That wasn't terrible.
What?
Don't want to go to war with me.
But that's not all of the changes, though. There were also some pretty big changes to the battling system that came with 0.39. You can now actually queue abilities. So that whole like dead zone for abilities where you would try to fire like a long hold ability and nothing would happen, that happens like a lot less. And it seems like fast hitting moves hit faster now.
Oh, good. So Vaporeon's stronger?
Yeah, well, in some senses, yeah, but I mean, like, fixing the IV, I think, will help
Even
with
it
that.
out.
Yeah, because every Vaporeon was good previous to this.
Okay, so what low level or low Pokédex Pokemon was worth anything besides like Venusaur?
Not many of them. That's why a lot of them in the meta were completely dismissed. I mean, if you look at a meta chart of your attackers and defenders, none of the early Pokemon are on that. They're all very high in the Pokedex.
Explains why the Venusaur that I caught was like, Blanche is like, don't even bother, just release it.
Put that thing out of its misery.
Yeah, I mean,
Turn
now
it into a salad.
But now, though, since starters have an equal chance of having decent IVs, that will, I think, end up changing some of the meta.
Do you know if that fix works retroactively or anything caught from here on in?
No.
It's definitely
It is
not going to be retroactive.
definitely not retroactive.
Wait, do you have to
Bummer.
actually download this update yourself? Because, like, I didn't download anything, and the Bulbasaur I caught today was still total shit tier.
Well, you can still get total
Well,
shit
I know,
tier.
but I've never found a good Bulbasaur ever. I have like 600 CP Bulbasaurs that are extreme shit.
Yeah, but look, I caught 200 Kabuto at the Kabuto nest that was near where I work, right? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say none. I think out of all 200 of them, less than 10 of them were even in the strong category, not even getting to, the top tier. There was second tier. Only less than 10.
Woof.
Single digits. Look,
That's rough.
I think it's a fair change. Although the concept of nests being a place where you go simply to farm candy,
And not necessarily high EV Pokemon.
Yeah.
yes,
Kind of makes sense.
I think it
But
did.
that was a fair trade-off.
I agree as well, but I think that this is probably better for the long term. People go to nests. They travel a long distance to go to nests, and it is kind of disappointing to walk away with nearly a full page of Pokemon and have to transfer all of them. That is a little bit discouraging.
Just cater the casuals in.
Yeah, casual.
They're hemorrhaging players. They got to do something.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.